Hello everyone. Today our topic is Introduction to Clinical Pharmacy. Before going into the topic, we'll know what is the difference between hospital pharmacy, clinical pharmacy and community pharmacy. The pharmacy present in the community is called community pharmacy. The pharmacy present in the hospital is called hospital pharmacy. The pharmaceutical services are the services provided in inpatient ward by the pharmacist is called clinical pharmacy. The pharmacist who is working in the community is called community pharmacist. The pharmacist who is working in the hospital is called hospital pharmacist. The pharmacist who is working for inpatients in wards assisting the physician is called clinical pharmacist. In this slides we're going to discuss regarding what is the introduction of clinical pharmacy, what is the scope of clinical pharmacy in India and abroad, what are the objectives of clinical pharmacy, what is the aim, who are involved in healthcare team, what is the significance of medication history and the role of clinical pharmacist. Coming to the introduction, if anyone of you who is listening this video wanna become clinical pharmacist, what are the requirements? Are the clinical pharmacists, what are the abilities, what are the skills he should have, what is the knowledge he should acquire? The clinical pharmacist should have knowledge for effective use of drugs, about its uses, adverse drug reactions, drug interactions and safe medication. The clinical pharmacist should acquire knowledge of effective use of drugs. He should know indications of all the drugs and he should know uses of the drugs. And possible adverse effects or possible adverse drug reactions happened earlier. And what are the drug-drug interactions, possible drug-drug interactions, drug-food interactions and safe medication. Coming to the definition of clinical pharmacy is a branch of pharmaceutical sciences which deals with various aspects of patient care, not only with dispensing of drugs but advising the patient on rational selection and safe use of drug. The clinical pharmacy is a branch of pharmaceutical science as hospital pharmacy and community pharmacy which deals with various aspects of patient care. Here various aspects include patient counseling, checking drug-drug interactions or drug-food interactions, monitoring the ADR, then taking the medication history or medical history. Not only that, counseling the patient regarding patient compliance will comes under patient care. And not only with dispensing of drugs but advising the patient on rational selection and safe use of drugs. Here rational selection is nothing but giving the right drug to the right patient at right dose, right frequency at right time, and safe use of drugs. Scope of clinical pharmacy. The clinical pharmacy is well developed in Western countries but not that much developed in India to say, but to some extent all big hospitals are having this clinical pharmacy services in every hospital, even in India. Like very big hospitals will have this clinical pharmacy services in as it is mandatory. Here the role of clinical pharmacist comes in evaluation and selection of drugs. The clinical pharmacist will assist the physician for evaluation and selection of drugs. If any new drugs in the market, considering the pharmacoeconomics of the economic condition of the patient, even the pharmacist will assist the physician in choosing the drugs. Next one is giving the drug information. Every big hospitals will have this drug information center, and this drug information center will provide drug information. The clinical pharmacist will be providing drug information to the physician to answer the queries of the physician, to the nurses, to the patients. In that concern, he will answer all the queries regarding drug information. Next one is to have a look on drug utilization. In that hospital, which brand drug are consumed more, or which generation, for example, which generation of cephalosporins are prescribed more in pediatric ward. Okay, to what indications? Next one, education and training programs. The clinical pharmacist will provide or organize workshop, conferences, and train the nurses or hospital staff regarding what is ADR, what is drug-drug interactions, about new trends or new drugs, and patient care. Here comes the patient care in the sense there of direct and indirect. Coming to the direct patient care, patient counseling will comes under direct patient care. In patient counseling, counseling the patient regarding the drug, counseling the patient regarding the lifestyle modifications will come under direct patient care. Indirectly are checking the case sheet, finding drug, if any drug interactions are there or not. Okay, any drug food interactions, are asking the patient and confirming if any ADR is present or detected. Next, objectives of clinical pharmacy. It provides the platform to the fellow students to interact with the physician to obtain better understanding of prescribed medicine. Where in case of clinical pharmacy, to work as clinical pharmacist, as a PharmD scenario, we will be having 5 years of education and 1 year of internship, formal education and 1 year of internship, where we can interact with physicians and we can ask any doubts. We can go for ward rounds with the physicians and we can ask the physicians all our doubts and we can learn more. Next, it gives opportunity to assist the physician in doing a better job of prescribing and observing drug therapy. Where if we are in the wards, if we are assisting the physician, we can observe on what basis the doctor or the physician are prescribing the drugs and to observe the drug therapy. Next one, it also offers an opportunity to educate the patient by involving them in the process of drug utilization, where we can also educate the patients. Next, it creates opportunity of clinical oriented research and development, such as clinical trials, therapeutic drug monitoring, where as a clinical pharmacist or as a pharmacy graduate, we can also involve, though if that also we need some knowledge and some training. After that, we can involve in clinical trials, and also we can get opportunity to do clinical research as a part of clinical trials, and we can also involve in therapeutic drug monitoring. Next, who and all the team? The team contains the patient care provided by mainly by the doctors, then by the nurses, then by laboratory head or paramedical services, then by hospital pharmacists by providing the dispensing the drugs, and clinical pharmacist who is monitoring for patient compliance, medication adherence, checking drug interactions, detecting ADRs, detecting ADRs, and counseling the patient about the drugs, about the lifestyle modifications, and the social worker. Coming to the medication history, there are two types. One is medical history, another one is medication history. Medical history is nothing but when the patient came to the hospital with certain chief complaints, what are the past medical history, like other than the present complaints, what are the past medical history. The patient may be having the history of hypertension and diabetes, that will come under medical history. And for his medical history, the patient is already taking atenolol and metformin tablet. Okay, if that is the case, then this tablets will come under medication history. A history consists of the following information of the patient record. Each and every patient's record is maintained in a big hospitals. In very big hospitals, now you know, artificial intelligence taken its own role to see in very big hospitals the patient records, okay, from birth to how many times he or she came to the hospital, what is the immunization dose, everything are recorded in the electron basis. Okay, with just typing his or her IP number, we can get the full information. This exercise has become more easier due to availability of computers. The community should be advised to keep medication history right from the beginning of the birth of child. In other countries, in Western countries, from birth they will be having all the information in this database, and in our country also now we are updating ourselves. And what this medication history, no, the chart contains name, gender, date of birth, blood group, pH factor, immunization schedule, booster dose details, therapy details given for the disease, hereditary disease details, ADR details, self-medication, periodically affected by any disease, habits like drinking, tobacco, smoking, etc., drug withdrawal symptoms, if any. Why we should take this medication history? What is the significance of it? Why we should take this medication history from the patient? It can be used as a gauge by the physicians for the therapy, like to give the therapy, to write the therapy, to give the drugs to the patient, to write the prescription. Then the physician will come to know what are the previous medications he or she is taking. Patient compliance for the drug can be studied, whether in past the patient is adhering to the advice given by the physician or not can be known. A reason for ADR or allergies can be detected. What is the reason for the ADR? What is the reason for this allergy in that patient? Can be detected depending upon the previous medications he or she taking. Patient's routine life pattern can be studied. What is the routine life pattern? Like some lifestyle disorders like diabetes or hypertension may be caused due to lifestyle routine. Okay, you know, stress or less physical exercise and all. Next, to know the patient current and past medications. What is the current medications he or she taking now? What are the past medications he or she taken before? Maybe before the patient is on some medications because of which the patient developed certain symptoms. Next, for example, the patient is on hormonal replacement therapy. Now the patient is suffering from some mood fluctuations. Counseling becomes easier after knowing all the details to the pharmacist. When we know all the details about the patient, we can counsel them easily. We will come to know like how the patient will listen, why the patient is not showing patient compliance before, how to improve it, and what are the medications he or she taking before, how it affected them, and all, so that we can counsel the patients easily. Next, role of clinical pharmacist. What is the role of this clinical pharmacist over there? He prepares the case history of the patient, which includes current signs, symptoms, and past history. If you or me wanted to work as a clinical pharmacist, what is the job culture? What we're gonna do over there? First, we can take, like, they may ask us to prepare the case history of the patient. When the patient visit the hospital, before the doctor or the physician diagnosing the patient or treating the patient, we as a clinical pharmacist, they may be asked us to fill these details, like what is the demographical details of the patient, what is the past history of the patients, and what are the current chief complaints, what is the past medical history and medication history, and all. Then he assists the physician and the patient in getting diagnostic tests. He can be assist the physician and the patient in getting diagnostic tests. He delivers opinions or options on selecting drugs and dosage forms to the physician for therapy to be followed. If the patient is economically low, we can suggest to the patient, like, even generic drugs will show the same effect as branded drugs. Okay, but we can suggest the patient or the physician, mostly the physician, or we can assist the physician and we can tell that what drugs we can help the physician in selecting the drugs. And next, patient counseling and advice during his ward visit. Okay, we can counsel the patients and advise during his or her ward visits. Okay, the next one, patient drug monitoring during his stay in the hospital. We can monitor patient drug monitor, therapeutic drug monitoring we can do, and detects and reports ADR. We can detect the ADR and report the ADR. Next, keep prescription profile assurance programs and clinical drug investigations. Participates in quality assurance programs and clinical drug investigations. Monitor patients' compliance during his stay in the hospital. Then assumes care and responsibilities for drug regulatory affairs. And diagrammatically, summary of role of clinical pharmacist. The clinical pharmacist will provide drug information services, will take the medication history from the patient, will monitor the prescription monitoring, then patient counseling regarding the drug, regarding the lifestyle modifications, regarding the non-pharmacological treatment, and asking the patient about patient compliance, improving the patient compliance. Patient compliance is nothing but the patient following the instructions given by the physician. And the next one is therapeutic drug monitoring. Thank you. I hope you understood.